one in the classroom with the book. Okay? So, yeah, with the book. So no problem. That is what I promise you that after this week, we kind of like warm up, organize things. We're going to be much more organized this year because I'm going to tell you exactly the date so you know when to bring the book and like how to add it to it for the TOEFL. So it's going to be always the same day, like day 2 or day 3. We'll pick a day. Hopefully not the last hour. I don't know.
We have 2 days the last hour.
Yes.
When?
2.
We have 2 days. 2 days.
2 days the last hour?
We have 2 days. Day 4 we have last hour. Day 5 last hour and TOEFL. And day 6 we have during the...
So I will try because of course that's a little more heavy and to work the TOEFL maybe the last hour, probably not. So yes, is it understood by everyone? One class, TOEFL book, and the other one computer. That should be enough for you to get all those beautiful results you're expecting. Remember what? No stress. Vale, no stress. Before I go to you, just a reminder. What happened last year? Related to TOEFL? Everyone passed. How did they do that? It wasn't me. Believe me. At this level, 10th grade, 11th grade, university level, 80%, I'm not washing my hands. It really depends on you what you do. We're here to guide you, motivate you, help you out, make your life a little miserable once in a while, only once in a while. But it really depends on all that extra work and, not even that extra work. Just do the work you have to do every week and try to go beyond. So no stress. Everyone passed for the first time last year because the previous years, some people had a few problems. I have high I have high expectations with you because I know you. I know you. I don't have to convince you. You girls, seriously, I don't know if I told you this, and I want to say congratulations, seriously, because I think I had the most productive academic year of my life as a teacher last year with you girls. And I don't know if I'm exaggerating, I would love your feedback. But I saw what you girls did through the wiki, through Mr. Reeves, through the English classes. And you know how it is, and we lost like half of the classes. And you girls really should feel secure now that you're going to do a good job, okay? So no stress. Now, what can we do about it? We can start tutorials, of course, whenever you want. I don't know when.
We'll start next week.
Next week, that's the attitude.
But they can be at the morning.
Can they be? For now, sure. I will adapt. Laurita, for now, let's have one. I already agreed with them on Tuesday. For now, Tuesday in the afternoon, we focus on speaking for now. Because the speaking part where you get a little nervous.
Can we start giving you essays?
Of course. Wow. Hey, everyone came with that attitude. Good. Look. So, definitely yes. The tutorials for now will be focused on speaking, and we start Tuesdays as usual. No obligation. Yeah, no obligation. Come, come. Now, Laurita asked if she can start writing essays. I'm going to say this, but not making fun. On the contrary, complimenting this girl. Maria Jose Plata, remember from last year? She was the champion. I think she wrote like 40 essays. Every time, Edward, can you correct this essay? Yes, yes, yes. I always say yes. And I will always say yes to you. Although it's a tough job. Of course you can start, don't wait until I assign a task. Some things, yeah, will be graded and all that, but don't wait. Start working. Go beyond. Start looking for other material. One of the problems of the TOEFL book is that the readings are a little simple compared to the real TOEFL. Still, it gives us the strategies to prepare, but if we can go beyond, of course. So that's related to TOEFL. No more questions with that? Books. We're going to start next week with the books. We're going to read 5 books this year. I said that to 7. I made the same mistake with 10th grade right now. I told them we read 7 books if you did not cheat. And pick the books of your choice. And yeah, last year was 7 books if you did not cheat. And I told them, hey, 10th graders, we're going to read 7 books this period. No one laughed. They didn't like that joke at all. No, it's for the year. That would be a little too much. This period, starting next week, Brave New World, Huxley. In Spanish they call it Un Mundo Feliz. You're going to love it. Dystopian literature. You girls kind of like into that, dystopias. So following the 1984 and Animal Farm World, we have to read Brave New World. It's all about genetic engineering, bioethics, cloning, everyone thinking the same, identity, community, stability, Soma, our drug to make us happy. It's very cool. Very cool. Totalitarian stuff, dystopias. You're going to love it. And what's more lovable of the book, like it or not, as usual, of course, because that depends on taste, right? Our discussions and activities and projects related to it are very interesting. And if technology ends up working, that'd be great that we can use the wiki mysteries here and have very interesting discussions related to the books. The second book of your choice. So start looking for one next week. By next week, you should have the books. Or at least the following week, we get into business. So I'm giving you, you know how I work literature with you girls. So this week, next week is like pre-reading activities, and then we get into business the following, okay? Then, second term, we're going to read All Quiet on the Western Front, a very interesting book about World War I, related to what you're going to see with Marta. So that's why we picked it, so there's a relation, very interesting. And it's from a German point of view. Interesting, different, no? Open-minded, you may like it, you may not, but it's very good for you, academically speaking, yes? And a book of your choice. In the fifth period, I think we talked about that yesterday. I don't know, we didn't talk about that yesterday. It's our first encounter. Right, that was the 11th. There's a book I'm kind of like checking out, Persepolis. Persepolis. Really interesting. It's a graphic novel. Like I think you've read with also Julio Martinez. I think you read a graphic novel. Ciudad Cristal, something like that? Oh, very good, very good. And this one is about an Iranian woman living in the times of the Shah and all the tyranny. And it's very political, and it's like all the hardships of this woman in Iran. Sounds really interesting, easy to read and cool. So if everything goes well, that will be the fifth book in the third period, so like in February.
Like two of our choice?
Two of your choice, three that I give. And I think it's going to be very good picks. Now, talking about literature, much more interesting than British literature. English literature is really fascinating. Though we don't have too much time. You know, we don't have too much time, so we cannot be that ambitious. But you're going to get the big book or tomorrow or Monday, Tuesday at the latest, both books. I'm going to give you the TOEFL book and the literature book at the same time. And we're going to start reading a very interesting essay called Shooting an Elephant. Very interesting, autobiographical essay by George Orwell. And you're going to love it. It's very, it gives us a lot of opportunity for discussion. And it's interesting. We're going to try and do as much as we can through English literature. I will also, something different with literature, is I'm also going to assign a specific day so we're a little more organized. We didn't do that last year, and sometimes we didn't have the book here. It was my fault. So it's better that today, for sure, you know we're going to work English literature, so have the book. That doesn't mean that we're going to work maybe the book all class, but it's something related to it. And then one day for TOEFL, yes? And the other days for our projects, the novels, the communication, TOEFL, of course, etc. We had other questions.
Is it some of the girls here, well, I know too, are going to present the SATs, and there is a part that is quite hard, that is related to English and grammar. So I was wondering if you could help us with that.
I will try my best. Let me warm up a little and see how things go. And if I can, of course. Right now, of course, my focus will be TOEFL. And if maybe what we can do, like we talk in a second and share that material, and if we can see that it can be helpful like for everybody, I can end up maybe taking some of that material, we can maybe end up doing it in the class. You get it? And if I do it and have extra time, of course. I can't say 100% yes right now. You know how it is. And I have another confession to make. I love you girls. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm not going to abandon you. But of course, I have to focus a little more on the 10th graders. That's the way it always is. 11th graders, you're more now autonomous and independent. But the answer is yes. Of course, I will. Okay? But you know what? I had the first encounter with 10th grade. Beautiful girl. You look so beautiful. Come on. Excellent. So it seemed quite well, the energy. And I think it's going to be a good year for everybody. Any other questions before we start? No? Feel free, of course. No one asked about our most important tool. Please. Let me write it down. Woo! What's this? Come on. No, that's scary stuff, this language. No. No, it's scary for me, not for you. Not for you. For all of us? How's it go? How do you feel, girls, by the way? Properly. Someone express yourself. How do you feel?
Excited.
Vale. Tired. How do you feel, Enrica?
Excited.
Yes, there's a little spirit in the classroom. Valecita, are you okay?
Yes.
You're not eating?
No, yes.
Okay. Nice to see you. Sarita, you're invited tomorrow. We'll talk later. Okay. Attention. M-R-E. Corner. 6.
It's the same page, right?
No. Wikifoundry.com. As you know, every year I create a new wiki. No in quotation marks. I reuse a lot of stuff, and the design is very similar, but it's different. And I always add new things. Why? Because the page gets heavy if I keep on working in the same year. And I like that I need the wiki as a proof or evidence of all the things we did in the year. In case we need to go back to it as a teacher, that's important. This is our new wiki for 10th and 11th graders. I'm trying to motivate 10th graders to start. So the deal is this. 10th graders had an obligatory post already this week. They have to sign up. You have to sign up too. I guess you can maybe use what you have already as a username. You don't have to change it. But if you want to sign up as new, you may. But important, you know what? Why don't you put a picture? It's good to see who I'm talking to. So, visually, make a nice, profile. Put a picture, please. In 10th grade, they have to, because I don't know them. So I said, hey, you have to put a picture. And the only thing I have up to now on the wiki is the home page. As you know, it's being constructed throughout the year. I do have some things of Animal Farm, a different page in 1984 for 10th graders. I still haven't created the Brave New World page, which I will this weekend. And you will simply look at the home page, scroll down, look at all the material there, not too much. I have 3 videos about pep talk, motivation, and how to start the year and all that. Watch them, and that's all. You don't have to send a post this week related to that, because there will be something for next week. Now, if you want to send a post, well, go for it, of course, no? No problem. 10th grade has to be for you. Now, next week, yes, there will be something that I want you to do. Okay? No questions about that? Beautiful. Let's start. Okay. Yes. Welcome to Matchbox 20. Have you heard about it?
Yes. Last year, with you,
Yes. More of Mark Thomas. What can I say? They're so good. And I think he's coming out with a new album. So of course, I'm excited about it. And of course, I always pick a song that's pertinent to start. So of course, this has to be the song. Because you know what? Welcome to the
real world.
To the real world. Exactly. So it had to be real world, my Matchbox 20, no? Okay. Did I give enough? I think I gave too many. Let's see. Distribution. Who doesn't have the song? Everyone has? No Spanish, of course. No Spanish. Okay. To start a year, it's always slow, and we're not going to finish today. Because to be honest with you, I have 2 songs. So simply we're going to hear it just one time quickly, and then the other song just one time, so we don't spend that much time on it. So it's 2 songs in one that are kind of like perfect for the year. Real World and Learning to, what do you think?
Fly.
To Fly. That's the name of it. Which means to succeed, of course. And those are the 2 songs I chose to start the year. For the last 25 years that I've been doing this, I always start the new year with the song. I haven't broken my rituals and traditions. Chinitas, first, as usual, let's speculate. Well, I wonder what it's like to be a... To be a millionaire. This is just speculation, don't write anything. I wonder what it's like to know that I made the...
Change.
The change.
Yes.
Yes? I store it in boxes with little yellow ribbons on everyone, and you could come and see them when I'm done. I wonder what it's like to be a superhero. I wonder where I'd go if I could fly around
The world.
town, the world. Town, yeah, why not? From some other planet, I'd get this. This feeling high, this. On the yellow, ribbon for everything. Well, I bet my friends will all be ribbons. Will all be happy, proud. They are crazy. Yeah, they are millionaires. Straight up, what did you hope to learn about here? If I was someone else, would this all fall?
Down.
Heart down. Strange. Where were you when we started this
Journey.
journey? Good. I wish the real world would just stop bugging me. I like that. You said buggy? Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. Don't you feel that? Well, like, hey, stop. No real word, because it gets overwhelming sometimes. And you and me. Well, I wonder what it's like to be the head
Master.
To be honest with you, the word that goes there means that, but it's another word. I wonder what I'd do if they all did just what I said. That's what I said. Well, I shout out and
Cry.
I think we run out of this mountain. Get me some. Boy, don't make me want to change my tone, Straight up, what did you hope to learn about here? If I was someone else, would all this fall, and then everything is repetition. Okay? So, who's my DJ in 11th grade now? DJ. Come. Go for it. Don't forget to fill in the blanks. Song is number 1. In 10th grade, my DJ in a very cute way said, hey, wait, I don't know how to handle a tape recorder and a CD. Goodbye, CDs and tape recorders. So I imagine a long, but I still like the CDs, like the smell of the book, I like the smell of the CD. But now no one uses them. The tape recorders now are like gone. Hey. principally I picked it because of the message. And it's good to start with some energy here. So, well, I wonder what it's like to be a
Rainmaker.
rainmaker. Interesting word. No? A rainmaker. Are you rainmakers?
Is that written within?
No, it's together. Without the hyphen. M-A-K-E-R. Are you rainmakers? You know, of course, everyone can have dictionaries here. You know that online in case you don't know what a rainmaker is. Well, it's quite easy to understand from context. And I'm sure many of you or all of you are rainmakers. You're in charge. You're kind of like in control of life and your dreams and your expectations and all that. I wonder what it's like to know that I made the rain. All of you now graduating. You're rainmakers. You're going to make your dreams come true. Exactly. The rain. You're not just, hey, do this, do that. No, you're in charge. I store it in boxes with little yellow ribbons or tags on every one. It's cute, by the way. I'm going to put the video on the screens. It's a cute video by Notchbox 20. It gives you, hey, yes, gives you energy. And you could come and see them when I'm done,
We skip the second one.
Huh?
Skip.
Rain. Yes, rainmaker, and then rain, and then tags. The next part. I wonder what it's like to be a superhero. Because all of you, all of us, in some way are superheroes. Just surviving here, we're superheroes, no? Definitely. I wonder where I'd go if I could fly around.
Downtown.
She was close, she said town, it's downtown. Downtown, yeah. That'd be cool. Can you imagine doing that? That'd be cool. Why not fantasize a little here? From some other planet, I'd get this a word that means like, cool. It's related to music, to rhythm. Woo! Funky. Exactly, very good. Not that. Funky. Careful the pronunciation. Funky. Right? Okay. Then we have a funky high on the yellow sun. Well, I bet my friends will all be stunned. Not stoned. No? Stunned.
Sun or sign?
Like this. Like amazed. Like overwhelmed. Like wow. Stunned. Stunned. With double N. A little lost now, a little up. Yeah. Straight up, what did you hope to learn about here? Stunned 2 times. All these stunned, they're stunned. 2 times. Straight up, what did you hope to learn about here? If I was someone else, would this all fall apart? Strange, where were you when we started this? This, well, kind of like a game. But really, this gig. It's kind of like that. In this case, everything's symbolic because you started this gig in preschool, most of you, know? All the journey up to now. A gig. Also, you say gig to a small concert, right? Then it says, I wish the real world, I love this sentence, would just stop hassling me. You know the word? Hassling. Which means bothering. It's a better word. It's more than bothering me. All the pressure, the stress, the work, never enough time for your personal things in the real world. Now, 11th grade, university, real life. It gets tough. So sometimes you feel like, oh, I wish it would stop hassling me. Harassing, kind of, no? Then it says, please don't change. Please don't. So that's a message for you. Don't change, girls. You are unique. You are special. Do not change. And I'm lost now. I'm crazy. Fourth one. Well, I wonder what it's like to be the head honcho. I love that word. Look at this cool word. Do you know it? Honcho. And that's a good question. That is a good question for your future. Because not everyone is going to be the head honcho. Some of you will be the honcho. Headmaster, the boss. The boss. You want to run a company? You want to be the head honcho? Or you want to follow, which is perfectly okay. Not everyone has to be the head honcho, the headmaster. But some people will want to. You're leaders, aren't you? So, interesting word, and it sounds cool. I wonder what I'd do if they all did what I said. It's a good feeling sometimes, no? They always offer me sometimes to be like the head honcho here in the department. I don't want to be. I don't want it. I'm happy the way I am. But some people like it and want to be happy. Well, I'd shout out on order. I think we run out of this man giving some. Order, yeah. I guess it's good to feel like you're in control and you're like, hey, do this and do that.
Yes,
Sometimes, but in a nice way, always, of course. Then it says, it repeats, fall apart, this gig, stop hassling me, and don't break, just fall.
Don't break. Don't change.
Yeah, it says please don't change, please don't break.
Please don't break.
B-R-E-A-K. And that's for you girls. Don't change who you are, even when you grow up, no, because you're grown up, but university, professional life, please don't change. But please don't break. Please don't break either, huh? Still be you. And then fall apart, started this gig, and then I wish the real world would just stop hassling me. So here comes a little reflection on the other page, the back side here. Some reflection questions. The first one together, I want to hear some volunteers. But who can help me read the question, please?
Which one?
Now that you are starting your
Ooh, you girls party on your first day. Ooh, everyone party. Who do you know in a voice? Who has a voice?
Me.
Now that you are starting your last year in school, how does it really feel? What are your expectations, your fears, your goals? Do you feel different? Do you feel pressure?
Okay, volunteers. How does it feel now, 11th graders, with this fantastic jacket? And again, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And what are your expectations, fears, feelings, etc.? Pressure? Raise your hands.
Well, it's like a mixture of feelings because it's very exciting, like being in 11th grade, like all our life being here. It's like very cool, but also it's I feel like very nervous and like confused because in this year I have to decide what I have to study. We have to decide where, and we have to like start taking the control of our lives in this moment.
Excellent
because we
answer.
like are growing up in this moment. We are only like 8 months to enter to the.
8 months.
We are also like 8 months to the TOEFL, to the ICFES and all that
Everything
stuff.
is coming now.
So it's like I'm feeling like very nervous about it, and I also feel like a lot of pressure because in some months we have to take the decision like
Sure.
for our lives. So.
Sure. But everything, calmly
Yes.
thinking about it, enjoying every day, every week. Vale, and what are your decisions? So you don't know yet. What are you going to do?
Now I don't know yet.
You still have the time to think about it. Thank you for sharing.
I feel mostly nostalgic because I am like, it's our last year together. We've been together since the kinder, so I think it's very difficult to be apart, to be in a different place with new people,
Sure.
with teachers. So I feel very nostalgic to let the school pass.
Sure.
So I feel that we need to enjoy this last year.
Definitely have to enjoy it, Try to get less stress. I think you now have all the tools you need, in my opinion, compared to last year that maybe at the beginning. I think you learned or no? I think you did. So it should be much more enjoyable.
I'm feeling, I have realized that every stage of life has its good parts and bad parts.
Pros and cons.
So it's important to enjoy it even though the bad parts are there. Because they are important and everything in life happens for a reason. So I don't think like that the bad experiences we've had have been like useless.
Exactly.
So I've learned that no matter what is coming or like in the future, and in the close future,
Sure.
it is important to take advantage of each situation and learn.
You speak really wise words. Definitely, that's the way it is. Every stage is beautiful, has its pros and cons. We just have to enjoy that ride. My age, your age, and any age. So, really well said. Anyone else? Or we move on? Move on? Yes. Remember, welcome back to English. Welcome back to speaking, communicating. Take it back. Remember, I'm the only connection to the English world in 11th grade, right?
Yes.
So let's take advantage of that and go for it, no? Yes.
That I think that high school went very fast. And now I'm not scared of leaving high school, but of finishing university, because I think that maybe that will go as fast as this did. And I am not ready to start working or finding a job or having a house.
I know, sure. So you know what? Slowly. Hold your horses. Because yeah, when you start thinking like that, it gets scary. You end up getting nervous a little. And sure, it is good to picture yourself or visualize how you're going to be in the future, but then again, come back down to earth and say, no, let me enjoy this moment right now. But it's scary sometimes. The real world, that's why I picked this song. It's the real world. Anyone else, or we move on? Okay, number 2, quotes on happiness, which we worked last year, quite a bit, at least until we started all the craziness of salsa, the farewell, and the jack, and all that. At least we tried our best the first period, and I guess that's what we have to do in 10th grade, to do as much as we can that first term, because then after that, it goes with practical things of Pacha's life, no? So, who can help me with these quotes quickly?
The change is not to entirely get rid of habitats.
The challenge.
The challenge is not to entirely get rid of habitats,
Have-tos.
but to reduce them and as much as possible replace them with one choice.
Which, by the way, was our first poster in the classroom that time in 10th grade 100 years ago. Continue, Nati.
Like swimming, riding, or playing golf, happiness can be learned.
True. And?
We either make ourselves happy or miserable. The amount of work is the same.
That is true. By the way, that's a good quote. Then the questions are, help me out with the questions there. What do you think?
What do you think of these quotes? Which one do you like more? Why? How happy are you feeling at this moment? What are you doing to do
What are
this
you going
year?
to do?
What are you going to do this year to increase your level of happiness? How can one be happy with all the responsibilities, work, pressure, and stress that being in 11th grade brings?
This is a perfect moment, not for TOEFL yet. Almost. The next one will be TOEFL style. Get into groups of 2, 3, or 4. Where you are, and talk about that right now. And practice your English, everyone. I'll be going around. Speak up loud, speak up loud. Keep on sharing before we go to the next question. One more minute for this question. Sorry, we have to move on. sorry for the interruption, though the next question is kind of like more of the same, so you can continue, you can keep on with the discussion in your mini groups. Take a look, everyone, follow me with question number 3. The real world is here. You are about to face a new life full of adventure, challenges, success, and of course frustrations. You have reached that moment in life in which it is all about wise decision making. Yes or no? Yes. Mistakes will happen, but good life decisions are always a blessing in order to avoid headaches. You had interesting ideas, plans, and dreams last year. We even recorded many of them. Have they changed? Have you reflected about your future? I'm practically asking the same questions I asked last year, but there could be new answers. So what are the immediate plans as soon as you graduate? What are you going to do? What are you going to study? Where? What is your life plan? Group discussion. Group discussion. Not don't forget. Keep on. I forgot to wait, go. I forgot to tell you, sorry for the interruption. Welcome to the real world. Welcome to 11th grade. There's no more need to ask me permission to go to the bathroom. Simply, you go like this. But one by one, and don't exaggerate, and then I'm going to be left with one student. Don't exaggerate. Keep on, keep on. I can't hear you. Are you talking to osmosis? Oh, girl. You're partying too much, girl. Bring something up, like a big. Careful. Business administration. Yes,
about that because you are going to you are under brother. You can do that because it's a very that to you.
Sorry for interrupting you, and we're going to have a lot of time, well not a lot of time, but we will have time to have conversation. But the show must go on. Welcome to TOEFL. Question number 4. TOEFL style. I'm going to read the question for all of you. Then, since it's almost over the class, we don't have time to do peer assessment. So it will be 15 seconds to plan your response and 45 seconds, all of you at the same time, to speak with personality and energy. So, question number 4, follow me, please. Thinking about your future work after you get a college degree in the field of your choice, for example, surgeon over here at Rosario, What kind of job do you think would be the ideal one for you? Do you see yourself working in an office?
Yes.
Would you prefer to be outdoors most of the time? Do you see yourself following a strict schedule, working from 9 to 5? Or from 7 to 5 like me, and then after from 6 to 1 o'clock in the morning? You would probably start earlier, yes. Do you want to be independent and have your own company or business? Do you want to be the boss or the boss? Or the head honcho? Or would you prefer to just be a team worker who follows orders and is guided by someone? In other words, do you want to be a leader or a follower? Do you want to be a rainmaker? Everyone, 15 seconds to plan your response starting now. Go. Okay. Everyone, when I say 1, 2, 3, 45 seconds without stopping, of question number 4. 1, 2, 3, go! You have 10 seconds. God bless you, girls. Goodbye. Energy. Let's have a great year. Ciao. Host.